Okay. Today we will to talk about the balance of the payment by the countries. We compare the two countries. The first is England. The second is Malaysia. Now, first we will to talk about the England.
British import and export. The underlying UK current account deficit narrowed to 21.1 billion or 3.3% of gross domestic product (GDP) in quarter four, 2022, fall from the 26.6 billion, 4.2% of GDP deficit the previous quarter, when trade in precise metal is included. The UK current account deficit narrowed to 2.5 billion or 0.4% of GDP in quarter four, 2022. In quarter four, 2022, the total trade deficit increased to 25.4 billion from 24.1 billion in the previous quarter. The goods deficit widened by 1.4 billion to 63.9 billion, and the service suppose rose by 0.2 billion to 68.5 billion. The lower current account deficit in quarter four, 2022 was due to a 6.9 billion widening of the primary income account surplus position to 9.8 billion or 1.5% of GDP, as credits from direct investment abroad continued to recover essentially in the urgent support. In quarter four, 2022, the UK was a net grower from the rest of the world, recording a net financial inflow of 13.6 billion. The UK's net international investment liability position widened to 271.6 billion, following a narrowing to 112.1 billion in the previous quarter.
Okay, next is me. I will to talk about the British import and export. According to the official website of the China's import and export trade, the top three categories of the goods imported by the UK from China are the machine and electrical products, furniture, toys, textiles, and raw materials. In 2015, the UK imported 23.9 billion US dollars, 9.1 billion US dollars, and 8.93 billion US dollars, respectively. According for the 37.8%, 40.4%, 14.1% of the total UK imports from the China in the exports goods of the UK's manufactured goods accord for the larger proportions, according for the over 60% over 5 years. However, from a trend perspective, this proportions decreases over time. The overall trend of the agriculture raw materials shows a slight increase, with some fatinations in air, food, fuel, minerals, and metals, all the fluctuate upward and downward, showing a stable over the trend. Next is Malaysia.
Malaysia's important and exports. As technology and preference change, the main important export item of Malaysia may vary from year to year. However, some of the constant main important and export in terms are it is important to note that the workings and practice of these items may vary each year depending on demand and market conditions and Malaysia's income practice. Next, 郭书涵。
The main imports from Malaysia. The number one is electronic products and components. Number two is machinery and equipment. Number three is chemicals and chemical products. Number four is crude petroleum. Number five, air and steel products. Number six, petroleum products. Number seven, plastics. Number eight, vehicles. Number nine, food and live animals. Number 10, pharmaceuticals. The main exports. Number one is electrical and electronic products. Number two is plant oil and plant-based products. Number three, natural rubber and rubber-based products. Number four is chemicals and chemical products. Number five is machinery and equipment. Number six, refined petroleum products. Number seven, oil and gas. Number eight, wood and wood-based products. Number nine, palm kernel and palm kernel oil. Number 10, textiles and apparel. Next page.
Now I will introduce Malaysia's current account balance recorded a surplus of 14.3 billion as against 16.4 billion in the previous quarter. This was contributed by surplus in goods at 28.1 billion. Quarter 1, 2019, 33.8 billion, completed by lower deficit in primary income at 5.5 billion. Quarter 1, 2019, deficit 10.1 billion. Meanwhile, financial accounts posted a net outflow of 18.6 billion compared to 13.8 billion in the first quarter of 2019. This was largely due to outflow in portfolio investment and direct investment. Foreign direct investment (FDI) registered a loan inflow of 4.4 billion from 21.7 billion last quarter. The FDI were mainly from Hong Kong, United States of America, and Ireland. Nowadays, Malaysia directs investment abroad. The IA to get to 12.6 billion at compared to 5.5 billion in preceding quarter. The main destinations of the IA were Netherlands, United Kingdom, and Cayman Islands. The international reserves of Bank Negeri Malaysia stood at 425.4 billion as compared to 420.2 billion last quarter. Thank you. That's all.